Hello everyone and welcome back. This very video is going to be about study skills. Now, studying something that requires skills as well. So you have to know about certain skills in order to study in a productive manner, right? In this video, I'm going to mention five of the study skills, right, that are essential and those are very important for every student, right? Every student must know these five study skills in order to maximize their learning. Now, we all tend to learn things, right? We all study. We all are the students, school students, college students, university students. We are even the students of life. At times, life teaches us a lot of things as well. Now, how to study effectively and how to study in a mindful structure, you have to have knowledge about that. Well, I've been receiving a lot of comments from students that how to study better. By the end of this video, you'd have knowledge about how to study things and how to absorb things in an effective and efficient manner. So let's take start. Number first is ask why. Whenever you are studying something, ask yourself that why are you studying or why are you reading? For instance, are you reading something for pleasure purpose? Is that extensive reading or intensive reading? When you ask yourself this question, so you can have a clear direction, right? Most of the times we just read to pass our time, or we read out of our passion. Most of the students, most of my classmates, I've found them in university, they read a novel of 200 pages at night, where on other hands, where on other hand, students don't have reading stamina. They cannot go for reading. But at times when it is our papers for tomorrow, we read a lot. Why do we read? Because we read in order to obtain or in order to get good grades or good marks, right? Now, when you ask yourself that why are you studying something, that actually ignites a kind of energy in you. For instance, next week is my paper, right? And obviously I have to learn things for my paper, and I have to rote memorize it. First of all, you need to get your concept clear. But still, if you're not understanding something just for the sake of getting good marks, right, you go for rote memorization, which is called ratta. And you have to do it. Why? Because you need to get good grades. Now, asking yourself that why do you need to study, that's very important, because that gives you an image. That why do you need to study? If that is for paper purpose, obviously then you have to, you have to install or you have to ignite that energy within yourself and you have to study that, right? Now, note taking. Note taking process is also very helpful. Whenever you are there for a lecture, right? Now, an active participation in the class, that's very important. When you are there and the teacher is giving lecture, so taking active note, that's very important, because it helps you when you are actually memorizing that for your paper purpose in order to get good grades or marks, right? That actually recalls what the teacher have taught you. Most of the time teachers give us references, most of the time teacher give us examples that does not exist actually in that syllabus, or that does not exist in that book. So taking an active note, that's also a part of study skills which you need to know and which you need to follow in order to have relaxing time during your papers, right? Well, moving ahead to the next point, and that is take breaks. Yeah, whenever you're preparing yourself for any test or any paper for the next day or for the next week or for the next month, right? So remember to give yourself break. Remember to reward yourself, right? After studying for 40 minutes or 30 minutes, right, you need to take 5 minutes break. It's not like you have to study for continuous hours. studying for continuous hours does not actually help you. Why? Because things that you have memorized, it can go out of your mind as well. Now, we being humans, we have our stamina. For instance, I myself, when I study for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, that's my study stamina, right? After that, I do give myself a little gap. I do give myself a little break. That actually provides a relaxing time to your mind, right? That actually lets those all information which are in your working memory that can go towards your long-term memory or short-term memory, right? Now, taking breaks during your study hours or study time, it's very essential too. Alright, now the next point is to take a practice test. Now, how to take a practice test? Take a practice test of what you have actually studied. The material that you're trying to learn, take a practice test of it to just ensure whether are you picking these materials or not. When you take your test, right, when you recall what you have studied 10 minutes before, that actually helps you. That ensures that the materials that you're studying actually sticks to your mind, right? And that process of taking practice tests also helps you to connect the informations. Most of the time we have lengthy papers, right? At times we forget headings. At times we cannot connect ideas. So this skill, this study skill actually helps you in connecting and chaining of different ideas together. And here we go with the last study skill, which is very important, and that is explain to yourself what you have learned. Now, how to explain to yourself what you have learned and how does that actually help you? Now, whenever you've studied something, just take a pause, right, and repeat everything. Revise the knowledge that you have gained. That helps you to observe and digest all the knowledge that you have learned through reading, all the knowledge that you have learned through a group discussion. That helps you to observe all the knowledge that you have learned from your partner, right? So these were 5 very important and very essential study skill that does not actually help students who have this problem. That actually helps all of the students, right? Because these are general study skills and you can apply it when it is English, when it is related to English language, or if it is related to your academics. For example, if you're in school, college or university, that helps you everywhere. And the last point, make sure to reward yourself after you study everything and the study time is finished. Make sure to reward yourself with a snack. Make sure to reward yourself with a cool drinks or anything. That is just for the sort of your, for the sake of your motivation, right? Well, I hope you've liked these videos and I'm waiting for your comments. Make sure to give me comments, and in that comments you can describe what problems you're actually facing during learning English. All the comments are most welcome. All the comments are read and all the comments are replied by me as well. For time being, have a great time, stay blessed and stay happy.